what would be that tip to all these companies out there at the moment that are trying to get somewhere else, but just really struggling with project management?
Fantastic. Great question. The main message that I give out when I talk about constraint innovation in any area, including obviously the critical chain and project management, but also in all the other areas that we get involved in, including the whole routine activities, scheduling issues, the whole host of them. It all comes back to the same takeaway or message that I give over. And it comes out to one sentence. How can we basically do a lot more of the right stuff with what we've got? What does it mean by what we've got? What we've got is the people in the organization. Our most valuable asset to nearly every organization, and it's not just a cliche, are the people. And it's amazing how at times we don't recognize that, because when we talk about retrenching people, and you look at the equipment and you look at the people, and you say, God forbid, I'll never sell the equipment, even though the equipment's going to stay idle for the next year, right? That I'll never get rid of. I paid all that bloody money for the whole thing, right? Oh, but people we can get rid of real quickly. When you get rid of the people, the amount of investment you've just thrown away, and then eventually when things are getting really good, you have to bring someone else in, because the person you get rid of is never going to come back and work for you, right? And so what I'm saying here is that the knowledge exists. When I go into even to the most complicated project, like Olympic Dam, I don't know anything about underground mining. I don't know anything about open cut mining. I don't know anything. I go into one of those mines, I'd never come out of the thing, right? That's for sure. I'd get lost in there, and then that's the end of me, right? I know nothing about it. And quite frankly, I do know a lot about management, but those people, they know two things. They understand the engineering technical side fantastically, but they've got really good intuition. They've got really good common sense. It's just a question of directing it and focusing it. It's as simple as that. And so, once I'm able to, as I said, obviously the tips that I gave when I talked about the KPIs and the senior management, but once you get that into that mindset of those people, they latch onto it and they develop it. Even when I give them the tips, they'll always adapt it to their environment, to their people, to their culture. I can see how they've done it in one place, done it in a different form in another place, based on the same thinking, but they've adapted it. And I'm always blown away. Say, hey, that actually is a far better way of what I would thinking of doing it, because I just give you the broad strokes, but the way you actually are able to fill it in and the details and show how those broad strokes should be put on the canvas comes out a far more beautiful picture than I would have thought about, okay? And so, again, it's there. That's the good news. I get so much pleasure when I get involved with organizations, because I see that it's just a question of, the light bulbs are there, the electricity is there, and I don't even turn on the switch. They turn on the switches. They turn on the switch, not me, okay? And it's not like there was darkness before, but we're just able to get that light glowing even stronger in the organization. So yes, that's really what it is.
Yeah, it's basically using the systematic way to just improve on what they've already got and help them go to another level and get out of the wheels spinning and get those wheels taking grip and moving forward.
It's what I always say, Brad, the additional way of thinking.